menstrual cup. This is important. Okay. So these two things are important. Then the advantage of using a menstrual cup is you need not change it frequently. Okay. But you should be well trained to fit it properly and use it correctly. Also, learn how to clean it thoroughly so that you don't get infected because of menstrual cup. Because we see young girls not knowing how to use it and use it correctly, and not to clean it thoroughly or disinfect it properly, and then coming up with infection. So there is chance. So disadvantage of this menstrual cup is there is chance of vaginal infection because you're going to insert it inside your vagina. So please be aware of it that it can cause a severe vaginal infection if proper aseptic precautions is not taken. Okay, so that is important. And also it can lead to life-threatening reaction as well. Okay, so you can use it, but with precaution. This is important as far as menstrual cup is concerned. Next, coming on to menopause. So here I would like to touch on postmenopausal bleeding. This is important. So when do you say a woman has attained menopause? If a woman has not got her periods, of course, in the late 40s or early 50s, if she has not got her periods for more than 6 months, then we say it as menopause. But of course, she needs to get herself evaluated we do some hormone test and confirm that she has attained menopause, and take an ultrasound of the pelvis to know the status of her uterine thickening, the inner layer thickening and all. So many women after attaining menopause, if few years after attaining menopause, if they have spotting or bleeding per vaginum, they should report to the gynecologist immediately. They should not delay this because it could be a early symptom of a uterine cancer or cancer of the endometrium. So why I'm talking to you about this? Because your mother, your auntie, or your relative, or your friend's mother, anybody who are in this age group. So if you know this, you can educate them about this. So they should not leave this not take this lightly and leave it or ignore it. It is very important that they attend, take this symptoms seriously and meet their lady doctor or the gynecologist as soon as possible. So this is very important. I hope I have covered all the topics which have been told to me. If there's any question, I'm welcome for this. Yeah. So sudden, somebody has asked what would be the reason of sudden irregular periods. So sudden irregular periods, you have to check whether you have gained your weight suddenly. So that is one. Stress. Stress can be a main reason for a sudden irregular period, and these two have to be monitored. You have to check whether you have a hormonal imbalance. So we have to see that. Okay. Yeah, the next question, symptoms of menopause. Yeah, the first symptom is absence of menstruation. Okay. So 6 months, more than 6 months, if they are not got their menstruation. Of course, in women of mid 40s and early 50s, then they have to go and check. Okay. So before that itself, many people will be having perimenopausal symptoms before that, and after menopause, before they reach actual 6 months of absence of menstruation, some may have hot flushes. That is, their body might be very hot, and their anger, suddenly the woman might show her anger to the family members. So all these are common symptoms which we see. Yeah, home remedies to cure irregular periods. Home remedies, yes, of course. If you have gained weight, then you should try to reduce your weight and have more of fruits and vegetables. You can take a protein diet, high protein diet, and avoid junk food, avoid outside food, avoid oily food. These are all simple measures which you can do at your home itself. Can we use V-wash during vaginal infection? No, better not. Okay. Because what it does more harm than good. First, you have to remember that vagina itself has its own way. It has some good bacteria also, which usually prevents infection of the vagina. So when you're using, I don't want to specify any particular brand. So when you're using such commercially available vaginal douches, what happens is that vaginal douche will clear all the bacteria. That is the good as well as the bad. Okay, so you won't be knowing. It won't be knowing which is a good bacteria, which is the bad bacteria. So using it for a short while, maybe for a few days or for 1 week, is absolutely fine. But using it prolonged or on a daily basis is definitely not recommended. What are the reasons for long periods? Yes, if you're having your periods for a prolonged time, many young girls wait for up to 1 month, 1 month, 1.5 months, 2 months also for their periods to stop. Don't do that. Okay, if your periods is exceeding more than 10 days or something, 7 days is the ideal thing. If it's exceeding more than 10 days, please go and visit your gynecologist immediately, because if your bleeding is not going to stop, you may become anemic as a result of the excessive blood loss. Okay, so that is very important. Causes, if you see, it could be a hormonal imbalance, or there could be some polyp or some growth. We say it as could be of some fibroid in the uterus. It is a non-cancerous growth, or there could be local lesion also. So you have to, it's better you go meet your doctor and get yourself evaluated and treated accordingly. Okay. Can I do exercise at periods? Yes, of course. There is no contraindication for exercise at periods. It totally depends on your comfort level. So if you are comfortable doing the exercise, then definitely you can do the exercise. There is no contraindication for exercise during periods. Okay, so this is important. Anemia is a cause of irregular periods. Uh, yes, it can be, because if there are chances that if you are anemic and there is very less blood in your body, then you may have irregular periods. That is, your periods may not come properly. So you have to get yourself evaluated for the cause of anemia and treat accordingly. Okay, can we do yoga, ma'am? Yes, you can do yoga. Absolutely, you can do yoga. Okay, white discharge during periods cause any problem? No, I have already told you which is the normal white discharge, which is the abnormal white discharge. So if it is normal white discharge, then definitely no issues at all. If there any problem, if a 45-year-old woman gets her periods before her due date, see, if it is occurring within 21 days also, it's fine. But if it is occurring before 21 days cycle, a cycle which is occurring less than 21 days duration, the cycle duration, yes, she has to get herself evaluated. Should we have to shave vaginal hair, and vaginal hair prevents from urinary infection? It's not compulsory that you should shave vaginal hair. It is only for cosmetic purpose. The vaginal hair is there for a reason. Okay, so nowadays young girls shave it only for cosmetic purpose, but it is not compulsory. Okay. black spots between private area and thighs. Yeah, it is because of the constant. If you are little obese, then there are chances that your thighs there is friction, and it constantly touches each other. So that might be the reason for the darkening over there. So it can be treated. You can that is not a big it's not a very big issue. It can be treated easily. Yes, how to cure PCOS? Can be able to cure it? Yes, of course. So the main, if you there are two types of uh, uh, patients we see with PCOS. One will be the obese patients who are overweight and obese, and we do see lean PCOS patients also. That is, young girls who are thin but still having this issue. So accordingly, you will have to. I mean, the treatment will be according to your hormonal profile and uh, uh, according to your investigation results, we can give treatment. Okay, but yes, it can be treated. You need not worry about it at all. It's being how long menopause can last, ma'am? Yeah. So you see, it occurs after the age or from for somewhere between 45 47 years to 52 years. This is the common age group we see nowadays when the menopause. How long menopause can last till, Amma? Menopause means it, that's all. Your periods are stopped forever. Okay, so these women, they don't menstruate again. Okay, so that is the meaning of menopause. Yes, if a lady is in the age 50, doesn't get her periods for months, she have to consult gynecologist. Yes, better to consult the gynecologist once and get evaluated. Definitely, yes. Is there any treatment for vaginal infection? Yes, yes, yes. We do have a good treatment available for vaginal infection. So you can meet your gynecologist for the treatment. Taking Meftal-Spas tablets for severe periods. Yes, taking Meftal-Spas tablets is safe, but don't make it a habit. It's better you consult your gynecologist and find out the reason for your pain, because severe periods pain can be a symptom of, and there is a condition called endometriosis. So you have to be investigated and treated accordingly. Okay. What is the reason for bloating? Yes. So if you're having bloating sensation just in the premenstrual phase or in the second half of your cycle, it is very common. It could be because it is mainly because of a particular hormone, that is progesterone, we say. So once you get your periods, if your bloating is relieved, it is a normal phenomenon. You need not worry about it. But irrespective of your periods, even after getting your periods, if the bloating persists, then yes, you have to meet your doctor. Whenever I go to gynecologist for irregular periods, they are prescribing me to take 21 days. Does the tablet gives any side effects? Yes. See, just taking these 21 days tablet is nothing but oral contraceptive pills. This pill, you should not think that the main purpose is to prevent conception, but we don't give this for contraception for young girls. We give it for correction of menstrual cycles. See, taking it for a period of 3 to 6 months is absolutely okay, but prolonged intake is not good. It's not advisable. So it can cause side effects. Okay. What is the solution to white discharge? Yes. So I have already told you which is a normal white discharge and which is the abnormal white discharge. If it is a normal white discharge, then there is no need for any solution. If it is abnormal white discharge, then it can be corrected and treated. How can we reduce our periods cramp now? Yes. So your periods cramp, it can be a normal phenomenon. It occurs, and it doesn't occur in all girls. Not all young girls experiences periods cramp. Only few people experience periods cramp. Over the years, as years go by, it can be corrected on its own. But you have to get yourself evaluated to find out the cause for your periods cramp, whether it is a normal phenomenon or whether there is some underlying pathology. So it has to be found out and treated accordingly. I lost 6 kg of my weight. My number of days of period became less. Is that a big issue? So you have lost weight. Your weight loss could be the reason, but we have to find out whether you are anemic or is there any thyroid issue. Why suddenly you have lost weight? What is the cause for that? Was it a deliberate weight loss? So all these things have to be evaluated. So kindly consult your doctor. Which is better, pads or tampons? So if you ask me whether it's pads or tampons, I will definitely say pads is better, because tampons is something which is inserted inside the vagina. Okay, so there is a higher chance of vaginal infection with usage of tampons, and also it can cause severe vaginal infection. Not just vaginal infection, there is one condition called toxic shock syndrome. So that is a severe infection. So you must be aware of this. So which is better? Definitely pads is better than tampons. 45-year-old woman also getting knee pain. How to get relieved? Yes. So knee pain could be because of arthritis or other orthopedic conditions. So she needs to meet an orthopedician for this. Yes, can you explain about PCOD and PCOS? See, PCOD is polycystic ovarian disease, and PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome. Okay, so PCOD is it's just nothing but the appearance of polycystic ovaries. The ovaries have polycystic appearance. Okay, so as a result of that, the consequences which occur, that is PCOD. But PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, it is a syndrome. Okay, so there are few features associated with this, not just the in the ultrasound we find polycystic ovaries. So associated with that, we can have a girl can have irregular menstrual periods, acne, or pimples. She can have unwanted facial hair. So all these things put together will come as a syndrome. So this is the difference. Okay. Can early puberty cause PCOS? No, it's not that. Main thing which is causing this polycystic ovarian syndrome is must understand, young girls must understand that the lifestyle modification will help you in a long way in correcting this PCOS. Okay, so have nutritious food, be stress free, do exercise regularly. If you practice all this, you can do practice yoga or meditation. This itself can help you recover from this condition. It's not a very alarming one, so you can get treated. Okay. How long to have take medicine for PCOS problem, ma'am? See, it depends on each individual. We cannot say just by one person, this is the duration of the treatment. Okay. So depending on your condition, what is your BMI? Okay. What is your weight, your BMI? What are your hormone levels? So based on that evaluation only, we can tell how long. So basically what we do is we give symptomatic treatment. So in young girls like you, if you have menstrual irregularities, we will correct that. If you have acne is your problem, then we will treat that. If you have unwanted facial hair growth, then we will treat that. Okay, so these are the problems which you young girls will face. Then why this has to be treated. So once you get married, then those women with PCOS may have, not everyone, some few women may have difficulty in conceiving. Okay, so they may not be able to conceive soon. So they may require assistance in conceiving. So this is very important to get yourself evaluated. Okay, that is important. Also, you must not think that another mistake which all young girls do is as soon as you get married, they delay the pregnancy. Okay, for education reason, or for financial reason, or for job, whatever might be the reason, our sincere advice is, if you're ready for the marriage, maybe 6 months you can prolong, that's fine, but don't prolong it for years. Don't avoid pregnancy for years, and once your fertile age is gone, and then come back to us in want of a baby, then it is more difficult to treat at that time. Okay, so if you're planning for marriage, try to don't postpone your conception. This is my sincere advice to you all. Yes, how to differentiate between urinary tract infection and yeast infection. Yes. So urinary tract infection, the common symptoms are, you may experience increased frequency of urination, or you may have a burning sensation while passing urine. You may have a lower abdominal pain while passing urine, or you may have some severe infection. You may have even bleeding while passing urine from the urethra. Okay, so these are all some symptoms of urinary tract infection. And yeast infection, or the fungal infection in the vagina, the common symptoms are curdy white discharge PV. So thair madri tiri tiriya irukum. Okay, that is curdy white discharge PV associated with itching in the vagina is a common symptom which we see. Okay. How many pads are we advised to change a day during periods? Yes. Don't wait for your pads to become completely wet. Change your pads once in every 3 to 4 hours is definitely advisable. Okay. Is it better to use cloth pads rather than using? No, cloth pads is not very hygienic. So you can use a cotton pads. There are many organic pads which are available now. No, cotton organic pads which are available. You can use that, the chemical free ones. That is quite safe. Okay. My sister is a feeding mom, and she experiences more pain when she feeds, and when not, this could be a problem. Yes. So all breastfeeding mothers, normally a lactation experience should be pain-free. Normal one should be pain-free. So if she's having pain, means there are chances that the baby is not latched well to the nipple. There may be improper latching or a improper feeding technique. So definitely she needs to meet either her gynecologist to find out what is the problem, why she is having breast pain while feeding. Is it because of the proper latching, or is the baby biting the nipple? So accordingly, it can be treated. It is a treatable one, so no need to worry about it. Yeah, if you get periods once in 2 months, you need to get evaluated. Is it because of a hormonal imbalance or some thyroid disorders, or because of your weight? But if it is correctly coming within 2 months in that period itself, almost in the same day, then we can wait. But still, better to consult the doctor and then take the advice. My mom's age is 42. Her periods last for only 1 to 2 days. What is the reason? Yes, it's because of the aging factor. Ma. There's nothing much to worry. So 1 to 2 days, if her periods is lasting, it's okay. It's absolutely fine. But let her go to the doctor. Let her get herself evaluated. Find out whether whether everything is normal. Especially, she has to get a pap smear done if it is not done already, and an ultrasound is also required. So she can, but without evaluating, she should not assume things to be normal. Okay. My sister is 17. She's getting menses for 6 months and one. What is the reason? Yes. So you all young girls must understand. Please take this as a take-home message that a woman should menstruate at least 3 to 4 times in a year. Because if you don't have this menstrual cycle at least 3 to 4 times in a year, what happens is there will be prolonged exposure to a particular hormone which is called as estrogen hormone. Okay, so this can lead to you young girls to a condition called hyperestrogenism. So prolonged exposure to this hormone over the years can cause uterine cancer. So my dears, if your periods are delayed by more than 3 months, kindly visit your doctor immediately. Don't wait for 6 months. Okay. Next. Why during period cramps I'm getting faint and vomiting, ma'am? Yeah. So period cramps, you may be, I don't know about your weight. So during periods, if you are anemic, then you may feel fainting and weakness and all. There are some for some girls, the vomiting during periods itself is a symptom which is commonly seen. Okay, so this is we call it as premenstrual symptoms or the menstrual symptoms. So if it is occurring during every period, then you have to get yourself evaluated. Occasionally you're getting, no need to worry. Okay. Yeah. So periods doesn't come for more than 3 months, and if periods come, it will be bleeding for months. Yes. See, if you have 3 months, you have not got your periods, then you are shedding your endometrium. So there are chances you may have a prolonged bleeding. Okay. But at the same time, you should not wait for your periods to stop on its own for more than 10 days if you are bleeding. So better to get yourself evaluated by a gynecologist and get yourself treated accordingly. Otherwise, you may become anemic and you will have the symptoms of chronic anemia. Okay, so it's very important. You cannot leave your, okay, my periods hasn't come for 3 months, so let it bleed for 1 or 2 months. No, don't annoy yourself. Okay, so please get the correct treatment. Yes, initially I had irregular periods with acne, but not now. It is normal now. Is here a need for consultation? No need. Your period has become regular. There's no acne, not required. Yes, if you're getting your periods regularly every month, but you get your periods only for 2 days, as I already told you, the normal menstrual volume is 50 to 80 ml. So if you're getting your periods only for 2 days, but you're having at least 2 to 3 pads fully soaked, then no need to worry. It can be absolutely normal also. So if your white discharge is causing smell, normal white discharge usually doesn't cause any smell. So if you're having smell in your vaginal discharge, then you may be having an infection. So kindly get yourself evaluated. Usually that tablets will not cause any major side effects. But if you are experiencing side effects for the period regularization tablets, then you must inform your doctor about this. Okay. Yeah, how to know whether there is some conditions that I should immediately consult a gynecologist? Yes, if you're having heavy bleeding, prolonged and heavy bleeding, or if you're not getting your periods correctly, and if you're having any smell in your vaginal white discharge, or if you're having unwanted facial hair growth, or if you're having any swelling in your vagina, or any painful swelling, all these are some few conditions where you have to consult your gynecologist. Okay. So occasionally I get bloating during my periods. It's normal. Don't need to worry. Yes. Will there be any issues with pregnancy if the person has hypothyroid for 11 years from the age of 9? If you are getting yourself treated from an endocrinologist or a thyroid specialist and your thyroid levels are well under control, then there won't be much problem. But if you are not getting yourself checked regularly, or you're not taking any treatment, then it is high time you should get treated. It should not cause any problem. Okay. So I'm having irregular periods in 22 days monthly. Is there any side effects? See, if you're getting your periods once in 22 days correctly, then there is no side effects much. Normal. Okay. Could stress lead to irregular periods? Yes, definitely. Stress can lead to irregular periods, can lead to even spotting or bleeding in between the menstrual cycles. Okay. So it's like we cannot say that, cannot put the blame on stress. Everybody has stress. Who doesn't have stress? Even now during COVID time, even a 4-year-old child is saying, I'm stressed. Mama, I have to attend online class. Okay, so we cannot say this word and get an excuse. So we have to learn how to reduce our stress. Find out the reason for your stress and try to avoid it. You can do yoga, meditation, pranayama, all these things you can do. Okay. But yes, stress can lead to irregular periods. Okay. How many months should a mother breastfeed? Minimum 6 months. 6 months exclusive breastfeeding. Up to 2 years she can breastfeed. Okay. Does eating mustard seeds cause infertility? No. See, we are going to use it only during making curry and only for the frying and all that. It's not going to cause infertility. Is it normal to get periods once 22 days? Yes. So yes. Can we use menstrual cup? Yes, you can use. That's what I told. Okay, we can use a menstrual cup. It's quite safe, but make sure you take adequate precautions to prevent vaginal infection. Okay. Using normal pads cause vaginal cancer? Very rarely, ma. Very, very rarely. Okay. So use organic chemical-free pads are available. So you can. Only thing you have to make sure that you change your pads at regular intervals. Don't use it for prolonged hours. Okay, even if it is not wet, you need to change it frequently. Okay, this much you have to manage. I'm 19. If my period starts, it will be almost for 1 month, and after that, I will get periods after 1 to 2 months. What shall I do, ma'am? You have to consult your gynecologist. Okay. UTI comes along when I have periods. Any problem if it is like that? Yeah. During periods, you should not during every periods you should have urinary tract infection. Occasionally, that is absolutely fine. But every time if you're getting, then yes, you should get yourself treated. I'm slightly overweight, so I wanted to reduce my weight and I walked for some days, but I got my periods within 15 days. What's the reason for this? Okay. So this is the first time if you have got, then you better you consult your doctor, because walking doesn't cause the periods to come for everybody. Okay, so there might be some issue which you need to get sorted. If a woman breastfeed for more than 3 years, will that cause any side effects for mother and child? No, it's not that, but practical difficulties may be there for the mother. The child will get more accustomed to the mother, then it will be very difficult for her to leave this habit of breastfeeding. Also, the child will be more addicted to the breast milk, breastfeeding. So the child may not eat properly. So there may be nutritional deficiencies because of this. Okay. So this is that. I hope I have cleared the doubts of everybody. Shall we wind up, ma?
Ma'am, yes.
What is this Google form which you have sent, ma, in the chat box?
Ma'am, that is for students for their certificate, ma'am.
All right. Fine. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. One second, ma'am. We will conclude with the vote of thanks, ma'am. 1 second, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
There's one announcement. Google form வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நீங்க fill பண்ணாதான் you will get your certificate. So kindly fill your Google form, ஓகேங்களா? Snehha, can I read my vote of thanks, da?
1 second, Harini. Thank you very, very much, ma'am. I think we all had gained a lot of knowledge in this particular session, which I think is very essential for all the teenagers as well as the women. I now call upon Reflector Harini to deliver her vote of thanks to the gathering. Over to you, Harini.
With pleasure, Snehha. I'm very honored to say a vote of thanks in this event. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. On behalf of Rotaract Club of SDNB Vaishnav College for Women, I, Rotaract Harini, Secretary of Rotaract Club of SDNB Vaishnav College for Women for the Rotary year 2020 to 21, would like to wholeheartedly thank our speaker of the day, the gynecologist, Dr. Rajeshwari ma'am, for giving her support and time with us today. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was indeed very amazing and the most needed facts for the women in their life. At last, I like to thank the audience of the session for their support and cooperation for the event, money for the event. I once again thank you for all your valuable support. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ma, for giving me this opportunity to address you all. I hope I cleared your doubts. I hope I did justice to this.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So I can leave, Ma?
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much, Ma.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Guys, you can wind up the meeting now. And board members come to the online for WhatsApp meeting.
ஜெயப்ரியா மீட்டிங் எண்ட் பண்ணிடுறா.
As the end the meeting, Jaypriya.